So hello guys, what's up? I'm gonna, yeah, sit down. Hunting reserve. This is Scotland. This is Husky Ridge, South Vision, Sundarban, Emerald Coast, Australia. I'm gonna go with the. I'm gonna go with Mississippi Acres this time. Right, I'm gonna load this game and I'm gonna put full screen after this. I'm gonna show some nice location on the map. But first we gotta start the map, right? So let's begin with the start. With the very first start, yeah.
Welcome to the Deep
This is
South,
nice.
rookie. We've
Wait,
got wetlands, the blues, and the American story.
yeah, whatever. The blues, yeah, I like blues. By the way, let's go to the system now and just focus on the video here. We gotta apply the, yeah, first of all, windowed, and then full screen. Apply now. It's okay. Yeah. Now we are finally on the full map, right?
There, finally.
Yeah.
I had to add actual cell service to the list of things I miss about Chicago. Sorry that I'm so short on Southern hospitality right now, but we've got a bit of a situation.
Yeah.
Steve Ernie from our flood relief committee was out delivering supplies to elders who couldn't evacuate on time. The levee overtopped and his trunk got totally submerged. Everything scattered. He got away safe, but we don't have the funds to let anything go to waste. Can you go take a look? The water should have mostly receded by now. I'll mark the location on your hunter mate. Thank you.
Yeah, here it is, man. Here it is, our very first on location. Yeah. I'm just gonna switch to my weapon anyway. I have a gun with me right now. I'm gonna go over here. So this actually has a factory. This is the only map that might have some sewer-y looking locations. There is actually an abandoned factory in this game, and it's really amazing. And I wanna go there, man. Mississippi Acres is one of my favorite maps from Hunter Call of the Wild, and I think it's the only one that could have sewage drains or something like that, you know. We could just arrive there, you know. Let's just go here and do our stuff, you know. Let's just go there, mate. So let's go first on the top of this place and scout around the area first, and then move on to the next objective. Yeah, just be sure to watch out for crocodiles here, because there could be crocodiles in this area. So yeah, alligators, yeah. And they could attack from any point. Let's make sure we go first at the top of this building and just scout around the area. Right? Can just go to the top of the tower. And this guy runs like a pussy. Let's go over here and just have a look, survey the area, right? Yeah. There we go, I got 100% experience, which is really cool. And now we'll just go down, yeah. Now we'll just go down and see what's happening here. So let's head down and hunt some crocodiles, maybe. I don't know. If they are indeed in this zone. I think I hear some sounds here, but I can track the animal call, or we can just go forward. We gotta find our first outpost to get the ATV, right? So I'm just gonna go first here in this location.
You're almost there.
There we go.
You starting to get goosebumps, or is it just me? The Delta's a weird place.
There we go. Have the supplies here.
He
Yep.
said he got stuck somewhere over there by those cypress knees. Bingo. Those are the supplies. You got
I'm
everything?
good. Yeah.
Thanks. This is doing us a huge favor.
Yeah.
Hey, are the shadows playing tricks, or is that a briefcase I'm seeing on my feed? Let me make a quick call. Hey, Mrs. Tackett. My new counselor's out where Steve dropped the flood supplies, and there's a briefcase hanging from a tree branch. You know if that's... Uh-huh. Yep. Yep. Yes, ma'am. Give me just a sec. She wants to talk to you.
Well, Miss Davis has got you out on a fine excursion this time of night. Betty Tackett here, chairwoman of the Mississippi Delta Big Game Club. I hate to ask, Sugar, but can you grab the briefcase? Steve's a little ornery and he'll pitch a fit if you don't get his papers back.
You'll have to... Well, nothing to it. Wow. Hear that, Mrs. Tackett? You are phenomenal. What happened to that rookie kid I got my hunting license with who couldn't hit a broadside shot on a stationary target?
Loud and clear. I'm gonna extend you an invite if you keep that up. I'm down for the count since I broke my neck, but Steve will get you an application. Hell, he owes you.
Let's take that later, why don't we? We gotta let you go, Mrs. Tackett.
All the best now. Don't be a stranger, y'all.
Betty's lovely, but she's as southern as all get out, as they say in these parts, with everything that entails. Any markings on that briefcase? Not that I don't believe it's Steve's, it's just... I don't see anything suspicious.
Yeah, there we
Let's give those
go.
supplies to the people who need them. There's an outpost not far from here. Can you swing by and drop the briefcase and supplies off there?
Yeah,
Maybe
whatever.
get your breath back too.
Yeah, but where's that outpost anyway? Yeah. This is one of my favorite freaking maps of all time because it's in Mississippi. First, second of all, it has crocodiles, and you get to hunt crocodiles in this one, which is really nice.
This codex has a full listing of Emmy's patented tips and tricks for how to survive the Mississippi Delta, free of charge. Just, don't read the back.
Yeah, whatever. Just dismiss this
Hey,
message.
I
Yeah.
know you've got work to do, but when you're stalking out here, it's best to take it slow, like a long, hot, lazy Delta summer. Yeah, I know, crawling around in the mud is gross. It's also the best way to get close to your prey. So make like the gators and get down on all fours.
Oh, thanks, ma'am. I'll just go to the factory. I think. Yeah. I just want to find that factory and the sewage area around this map. What is that, a pig? Yep, it is. But he just ran away. Yep. Anyway, getting to my first outpost.
Gators and bears are enough to get anyone's pulse racing. Unless your name's Hulk Collier. Deep breaths. You got this.
Yeah, finally, I got something. Yeah. There we go, finally our first trophy. I got my first hunt so ever. I got 549 XP. Damn. This was an easy hunt. Yeah, there we go. Shotgun score reward, yeah. Here it is. Here it is, guys. My very first own outpost. Let's just get around here. Yeah, let's claim this place. And I can finally get our first supplies right here. Yeah, just managing the
Just leave the
supplies.
stuff on the table there. I'll let Steve know. Thanks.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, Betty again? Can you pull her up on speakerphone?
Hey, Sugar, can I trouble you for a favor? The boys are having a meeting tonight to discuss our flood relief efforts. And it gets real chilly in the evenings this time of year. Well, usually they get a fire going. But right now, there ain't a single log of dry firewood anywhere in the state. And you know we've got elderly members. I believe you'll find a space heater in that outpost where you left the supplies. Could you be a dear and drop it off at our lodge?
Oh, a heater, yeah. We got a heater right here. I'm gonna take it.
I'd hate to think of
There we
someone
go.
catching hypothermia. By the way, the Big Game Club has been working together with the African American Hunting Club I'm a member of on flood relief efforts. We've, got some history. Not gonna lie, they weren't super enthusiastic about some transplant from Chicago buying up land and opening a summer camp here. Even Betty, and even though I've been coming here since I was little, I get these kids. But we've both got our priorities straight. The future of the community is what matters. Speaking of, we haven't had enough hands on deck to tend to everyone's needs up until now. So there are a couple of errands around the reserve that still need doing. I'll let you know if you're near somewhere you can help out. Let's head over to the Big Game Club's lodge. Make sure they get the heater before their meeting later on.
Yeah, let's go, man. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Yeah. Just gonna get my ATV right here. There we go. We scouted this area around here. Yep.
How's your animal lease? Well, that. That's why callers exist. Don't be too proud to use them. Drafting's all about planning, right? And planning starts with glassing. Get to know what's out there, you'll have a much easier time.
Yeah, you can cross over here anyway. So let's try to cross over here, man. But this is a big ass swamp here. As you see, it's now. Yeah, I gotta cross on. Yeah, I think I gotta cross. We can just go swimming here, you know. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna put me right here. What about opening my map and looking towards the location? Man, we're gonna have to surround here or just go this area. I think we must go. I think we must go on that road. Right, have to head back to the roadside. Let's go around the roadside anyway. So, here I am right now. Yeah, gotta go back and just. There we go, got some weird ass looking sewage pipes here. Let's go forward anyway. Damn, I just saw a bear there.
You've got your cypress barks, your loblollies, your shrubs. Plenty to hide behind out here. Just be careful not to make too much noise. Already got enough shooting advice for me to last a lifetime way back when, rookie. Remember what old Mr. Harvey taught us. Aim, breathe, fire. Aim, breathe, fire.
Yeah, there we go. I have a bridge right now. I'm gonna cross there's a bridge, right? I was just going across this bridge, man.
Well, here's the lodge. Not gonna lie, I don't make a habit of spending time here. I guess check the door? Huh. I thought it was just good old-fashioned Southern hospitality to leave your place unlocked in these parts. But who knows what kinds of valuables they've gotten there. Some of the keys are faded. Not the most robust security system. 0, 1, 4, 5, and 6. 5 factorial combinations. That's 120, and that's without repeating digits. And my students say math is pointless. Betty must know the code, right? Let's call her.
Yeah.
Hey, Mrs. Tackett, sorry to bother you again. My counselor's out dropping off the heater, but the door is locked. Would you happen to have the key code to hand?
Unfortunately, I do not, Miss Davis. I've been out of commission so long with my neck, you understand.
Do you know who does have the code then? Mr. Ernie, maybe?
I think it's best you just leave the heater outside on the porch there. The boys will be along for the meeting shortly.
Okay, if that works for you. All the best, Mrs. Tackett.
Bye-bye now.
Yeah.
Best do as she says, I guess. I just wonder why they're so reluctant to give us the code. Can you take a peek inside the window there? That's 3 of the same damn heater. What? Let me try Betty again. No answer. Well, maybe Southerners are just super sensitive to the cold. My mama just huddled up with a blanket, but I guess she was made of sterner stuff than some of these rich folks. I don't want to think the worst. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt, and I'll mention it to Betty later. Okay, all the really urgent things are out of the way, but I've got to be honest with you, rookie. There's another reason you're here. Let me show you what I'm trying to protect. Head over to the Camp Haven bunks, and I'll explain on the way.
Yeah, let's go there, man.
animals. We take every measure to protect our kids. And if that wasn't bad enough, we had the worst flooding in 40 years last week. Camp Haven is almost a year old and barely hanging on. But I think there's something else going on here, and I want to get to the bottom of it. Just let's be discreet. Betty didn't want the camp opening here at all, and I don't want to give her any more reason to doubt me. It's not much, but it means everything to me to be able to do this for these kids. It's not just hunting either. It's about trust building, leadership, community. You get it. I know you do.
Whatever.
See that broken tire swing? We got lucky here. That and a few deck chairs blown off course are the worst damage we suffered. There should be some extra rope inside. Can you get it swinging again?
Yeah, whatever.
I knew I had some lying around here somewhere. A tire swing and a lazy Delta summer. Right, can you take a look around? I know some of the kids who reported the weird noises stayed in these bunks. Well, I wasn't wrong about them being on too much sugar. Where does this lead? Scorched grass. It's early summer and the ground is soaked. You remember our fire safety classes, right? Literally the first damn thing you're told. No building fires near anything flammable, grass included. If this was one of our counselors' idea of a prank, I'm gonna have to give them a talking to. I've barely been back here since our last session. The flooding sure hasn't helped. What's that? That's a kid's handwriting. Witches, scorched grass, a woman living in the woods. We really do have to limit their sugar intake. But there are patches of scorched grass here.
Yeah, here's where I usually get lost on this. Yeah. Searching around for witches, come on. This is weird as shit.
lions at your back? Well, good for you, but you're not finding any deer like that. Stay upwind of animals, or stop being so damn stinky.
Anyway, so let's search for yeah, Mississippi. Let's go. Yeah, whatever. Just getting past to this. Yeah, I don't wanna see super bad. I fuck you, man. have to search this. Yeah, note from a camper. Yeah, I think. Yeah, so I have to inspect the item, right?
Oh, this is a map of
Yeah,
Mississippi acres. Must be the other spots where kids had heard
yeah,
noises. I've heard plenty of ghost stories set around these parts, but this is...
yeah. There we go.
Hello, ma'am. What can we do for you?
Excuse the interruption, Miss Davis, but I've had some residents of Jonesville call me up reporting a gator sighting. They got little kids, and it ain't a good idea to go back if a big old mean one's made his nest there. I suspect he washed up with the high water. You got your counselor on the line there? Could you go and take a look, sugar? I'll send you the details.
Yeah, we're on it. We'll let y'all know how it goes.
If it's a nuisance gator, we can decide what to do with it there and then. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Most folks around here know how to handle an alligator, but we don't take chances where kids are concerned. Can you go take a look?
Anyway, finally. So I'm just gonna go in the system. I'm gonna go to video, and I'm gonna put my full screen back. So be right back, guys. Be right back. So we're heading to the Gator, right? The Gator attack site. Let's just get there, man. But first, still have to get our ATV. So I'm gonna get my ATV back. Have to get my ATV back first. Yeah. And this is pretty cool, man. I just have to get our ATV first. Can't wait to reach that factory and look for the sewers, man. Let's just get there. Finally back on the road, man. We just get there.
but our outpost should keep you going out there. Just wipe your shoes before you head in. If this gator did show up with the floodwater, it's bound to be confused. Keep your wits about you.
Yeah, let's get the outpost anyway.
Gators are lazy sons of guns at the best of times. I don't get why it... A catch pole? They were serious about this. It takes a lot to rip that snare. This thing must have been pissed. And we're dealing with some total amateurs. Gator guys, this ain't. Someone was on its trail. Our turkeys are the eastern subspecies. You can tell them apart from the Merriam and Rio Grande by the tips of their tail feathers. The eastern ones are dark brown. In and out. So it got out, wandered over to Jonesville, or someone followed it, and then it went right back the way it came, with its would-be captors in hot pursuit. But Betty called us here first, right? How'd these folks get here before us? Hey, Mrs. Tackett. My counselor's here at Jonesville. Happy to report that our reptilian friend has made its way back to the bayou, but not without a fight. Did you call someone else in here first?
Why, no, Miss Davis. Can't say I did. What happened?
Well, there's a broken catch pole and some tape. Someone clearly had some fun.
Wouldn't surprise me if some yokel had got it into himself to make it into tomorrow's papers. You know Delta folk. Bless their hearts.
Yes, ma'am. Anyway, You can call up the residents group, let them know it's safe to come back.
Thanks for the hard work, y'all. Bye-bye.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Someone's pissing off alligators that are probably already pretty out of it after the flooding, and I want to make sure you know how to handle them, just in case. Call me paranoid, but it wouldn't surprise me if there's a connection between all of this weirdness. They don't say half hills, half delta, all crazy for nothing. And that's not just me being an uppity Yankee. You heard Betty. Folks here are quite something. Let's get some gator hunting practice in, then we'll take stock of things. Okay, let's do this. Find where the gators gather first. Following the river's a good bet. Just make sure you're packing appropriately. Their skulls are thicker than a Mississippi senator's. Check the Codex field guide if you need help. Gray foxes are actually redder than you might get from their name. So if you find yourself confusing them with red foxes, take a look at the tail. If you see a black stripe and tip, it's a gray fox you're dealing with. Cottontails are adorable if you can spot them. Luckily for you, they're super territorial, so once you've found a good spot, you'll be eating rabbit stew for days. ever stop and think that alligators are 65 million years old? That's kind of, lit, right? As my students say. I forget to breathe sometimes when there's a million things happening at once. But that's not a bad thing when you've got a shot lined up. Just remember to get your breath back after.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to catch an alligator like that, you know? It's pretty hard, man. Wait, let me just quit the desktop. Yeah. So at least I solved that situation, but I want Mississippi acres to be 100%. I don't know what to say, man, about this. I'll just have to back up my saves first. So I'm just gonna go to Avalanche Studios. Right. Here it is, Call of the Wild. Yeah. But not this folder, right? Yeah, there it is, man. Anyway, we'll just put the... Yeah, we'll just back up this folder right here. I'm gonna put it to save games anyway. Call of the Wild. Yeah, I'm gonna put this Mississippi acres right here. Here we are, man. Be right back. So it's always good to have a backup with these files. With these files. Sorry about that, guys. So, let's find out early. Uh, yeah. So, basically, paper mill. Yeah. North of the Great Lear. Yeah. Just gotta be somewhere. Yeah. Factory farming. Yeah, but I just need a. So you just gotta know where the factory is, right? Damn. Ugh, damn. That's bad, man. You just gotta. So you gotta know where the abandoned paper mill is, right? Let's get there, man. So it's like in here, right? Okay, I guess it's here. Yep, it's right there, man. We'll just find it right away. Anyway, so let's farm for gators right there. Yeah, I see now where it is. So we just gotta find that specific location. I'm just gonna stick up to the plan, you know. Yeah. So let's like continue wait for this to finish, and then we're gonna get to the abandoned paper mill anyway, factory. So yeah. We just gotta get there, man. Let's continue anyway. So I was here, right? Okay. I'm at Jonesville, right? And now we just gotta look on the browser. I mean, yeah, just look on the browser. It's right there. So I think it's inside the game. It should be somewhere around. Wait, let me just find a place. Damn, it's like so hard to find. Wait. Yeah, so there's gotta be a. Wait. I mean, not this. Fuck off, man. Yeah. There it is. Yeah. It's right here. There we go. That's where we have to go. That's where the abandoned mill factory is. So I'm just gonna get myself up. Yeah. I'm just gonna get a garage. quest. There we go. So that's where the location is at. We're gonna have to go there ourselves and just hunt the gator. So there we go, guys. Yeah. Yeah, here we are. We just gotta find. We found the mill, right? We just gotta find the place inside the fence anyway. There's gotta be a crack in the fence somewhere. Over here. We just found the mill. So I'm just gonna get myself in there. There we go. Here we are at the factory. Yeah, here it is, man. Anyway.
El este George și mă
Fuck you, man. Yeah, so that's basically factory farming. Yeah. So we're at the mill right now. We gotta catch a gator. Yeah, I know. I know how it is, man. Yeah, but at least we are at the factory, which is really cool, you know. We managed to get here. Now I'm gonna get myself some cigarettes and some coffee, and we'll check you guys later. Be right back.